So if you watch the subtitled episodes, you know that things are getting really serious right now, and I love it. I have not seen the end of the show. I do not want to see it until I record it, because if it's up to me, I would prefer to be a bumbling wad of bawling flesh on the floor by the time the series is over. Exactly. Also working on an awesome show. How many of you guys are night owls and you stay up longer than Full Metal on Saturday nights and you watch a show called Kakaishi?
You, sir, you did not raise your hand.
No, listen, I want to encourage you guys to check this show out. It is so much fun. It's a great show. We've recorded, I mean, up through like 40 or 50, and there are a lot of episodes still to come. I've seen them, but you haven't yet, and they're really awesome. And besides, what other anime can boast that it has a sperm dog? Right? There's this spirit dog that floats alongside me, right? You guys that are watching it? It's voiced by Troy Baker, and his name is Mararao. But he doesn't have any arms or legs, so he looks like a sperm with a dog head. So whenever I'm recording, if I'm recording Yoshimori before Troy comes in, there'll be like a scene where I'm talking to Mararao, and I'll be like, the line may be, you know, so tell me, Mararao, do you sense an Ayakashi? And I'll go, so tell me, sperm dog, do you sense an Ayakashi? And then Troy will come in to record Mararao a week later, and he'll text me, nice. Thanks a lot, dude. So check out Kakaishi. Also, just finished a series that I'm in love with called Vampire Night. Oh my gosh. Can I just say, screw Twilight? Can I say? Bye-bye, Edward, whatever your name is. Edward Cullen.
Not Edward Elric.
There's Edward. He's such a pretty boy, right?
Stop sparkling.
Anyway, I love Vampire Night. It's a great show, and I'm playing Zero, and I'm also... But I'm also, now that I broke the stick, it's like, but I'm also playing his twin brother, Ichiru. So, how many of you guys have done any acting in your lives? Done any school plays or any programs? What would be more fun than to play against yourself? To actually, right, to play two characters? So that's been the most fun for Vampire Night, is playing these two characters. And when I found out that the same Japanese voice actor who voiced Zero also voiced Tamaki, I was so excited.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to meet him one day, and we're going to sing something together. That's my dream. Because he's awesome. Okay, I tell you what, let's do. I think that's everything. There's several other shows that I'm working on, but I mean, of course, where's my Maka? Where is she? There you are. There she is. There she is. Sweet, there are 3 of them. That would be the way to give Deathsight a complex. He sees more than one daughter. He can't even handle the one he's got. Also, you guys, there's another show I want you to keep an eye out for. It's really an amazing show. It's called O Edo Rocket. I know, this is really obscure, but check it out. The guy that directed it, his last project was Full Metal Alchemist, all right? It's a really neat show. It takes place in the Edo period, as you might have guessed by the title. And it takes place in this little village, and there are these 2 guys that are battling for who can make the best fireworks. Like rocket fireworks. And I play the one of them, and he's a real, like, stupid...
He's really stupid. He talks like this all the time.
But he has no idea what he's talking about. And it's just so much fun. Check it out when it comes out. All right, I tell you what I want to do. I want to take some questions as much as we can, and then I have a video that I'm fairly sure you guys are going to want to see, because it's something that I made a long time ago, and I wasn't allowed to show it for a very long time, and now I'm allowed again. So I want to make sure you guys get a chance to see that.
Okay, back a few months at Classicon, I gave you a Snuggie, and I'm wondering if you had it.
You gave me the Snuggie?
Yes.
Do you know what Snuggies are?
Yes.
Okay, I have something to tell you, and I think you're going to like it. I hope you won't be upset. What's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly? Okay, it went to a very good cause, all right? Wait a minute, wait, you're going to like it. I have a very good friend in Los Angeles who I've done a couple of conventions with, and he and I got into a conversation over dinner one night about Snuggies and how much he thought they were awesome, right? This was a long time before you ever gave me that present. So when you gave it to me, this friend, his name immediately popped into my mind, and I'm like, I have to give him the Snuggie.
Who is it?
His name is Michael Dorn. He played Worf on Star Trek Next Generation. Pleased to know that a very scary Klingon, Worf, is wrapping his body up in your Snuggie. You're getting all of his Klingon cooties all over it. Oh, look at you. You look awesome. Yes. Say something in Tamaki's voice. What's your name? Roxas. Sweet princess. I think I'll let you drink this coffee. Only Tamaki can do that. I can't do that to anybody. Tamaki, he can do it. He works his magic. Okay. Yes, sweetie. Uh-huh. Have you seen any of it yet? Well, Zero, you know what, now Tamaki and Zero, the only difference is attitude, if you think about it. Tamaki is much more flamboyant and very outgoing, and Zero is much more to himself. And much more torture and struggles inside. So it's that kind of thing. Yuki, if that ever comes, I want you to kill me. Hey, I have to tell you guys something. There are some people in the front row I have to introduce. Okay, you ready? Yeah. This is totally so scary. When I put on my Facebook that I was going to be coming to Detroit, a dear friend of mine who I grew up with, I mean like 12, 13 years old, who lived right up the street from me, Facebooked me and said, hey, me and my family live in Detroit, we would love to come and see you. I'm like, she married another good friend of mine years ago, and they're here with their daughter and boyfriend, right? You guys have to say hello to Tarla and Keith and Haley and Luke. Stand up, Tarla. I'm going to hope that Keith doesn't hit me because this happened long before you were married. She and I used to make out.
He'd ride his motorbike over to my house, and he would sit and play the piano. Well, what song was it? There was a song, one of the very mellow.
Somewhere in the Night.
Oh yeah. And there's
it's scary that I remember that.
There's a key change, and every time he had that key change, we had to make out after that.
That was the make-out cue. You know, like in Mecca, they ring the bell and everybody prays. Well, you play the key change, everybody makes out. That's the way it works. Yes.
Did you do live with Soul Eater?
I thought I did. Okay, listen, you guys, I'm fighting a cold, so I don't want to have to yell too much, so who has a genuine question about something? As opposed to, can you yell this, or can you... You got one for me, big man? All right, I'm gonna rip.
Doctor?
Yeah, I actually have two questions, but before I say it, I know I mentioned yesterday, but you have